Hi people, welcome back to my channel. Glad you tuned in. So today's video is basically about showing you guys how I do my brows. I don't think I've ever really shown how I do my brows ever since I started uploading videos. So in this video I'll be showing you exactly how I do my brows. This is also partly because in the last video I didn't really get to show you guys exactly how I do my brows. I didn't feature that in the video. I just did them off camera. So I thought let me just quickly show you guys in case you're wondering. And yeah, I'll just also maybe show just doing the rest of my face. But this is the end result. I hope you like it. And I'll see you in the outro. Enjoy the video. Alright you guys, this is just a before and I'm about to start with my brow. I cleaned them up and shaped them. I shaped them myself, and I did that a day before recording this video. And as you can see now, I'm showing you the products that I use. So that was my tinted moisturizer, which is a new purchase as well that I'm just giving a go, giving a try. And then I'm also going to be using an old mascara. So that one's from Wet n Wild. So it can be any old mascara that you've finished, but there's still a bit of like drier product. I feel that you could still use that for brows, and it helps to hold them up. As you will see now, I'm about to brush my brow hairs up, and the mascara basically helps to hold them in place, to hold them in that upward direction. And yeah, I just love the look of that. It makes them look nice and fluffy. And now I'm just smearing whatever product is on the wand, or on the bristles rather, and I'm just filling like so, as you can see me showing you guys here. So I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm brushing the brow hairs upward. And trust you me guys, they actually do stay up like that because a mascara has holding, how could I put it, like it holds. I think that's the best way I can describe what it does. But my brow hairs would literally stay brushed up like that. They don't move around or anything. So same effect as what a gel would do or what soap would do, because some people use soap. Okay, and then yeah, that's what I use. I found it to be effective for me. And then here I just take my brow pen from Essence, and I'm basically just, as you can see, I'm holding it at a distance, and I'm creating more bristles, and this is basically just to fill up my brow. I mean, it's already looking fine and feathery, but I just like going in with the pen as well, just to accentuate the brow hairs a bit more. And I like going, or rather I like shaping the brow further using the pen, right? So that's what I'm doing here, just creating that frame and a proper shape. So as you can see here, if I would decide not to use concealer to clean them up, I could get away with it because I'm trying to be as precise as possible, and this pen really helps. It's not like a pencil where you color in and you fill in and you find that you still need to clean up the brow. I find that with a pen, because it's so thin and precise, I'm able to just do that. And that's what I normally do during the week when I do my brows. I don't use concealer to clean it up because, I mean, it also is time consuming. So I just make sure that I do it precisely and not really have the need to use a concealer. So yeah, that's all I'm doing here. I'm just filling in the gaps between my brows and just creating more hair. More hair strokes and just shaping the brow all together. Okay, so once you're happy, okay, here I'm just going in with my brush, a brush that also helps me tame my brows before I go in with the brow pen, and also just afterwards, just to blend everything together. Actually, that's what I'm doing here, just blending and fading away maybe any harsh lines from when I was shaping underneath the brow. And yeah, and the mascara is not coming off, by the way. The mascara that I applied as a beginning step, right? So now this is where the tinted moisturizer comes in. This is where I introduce it. So I like using it because it's not too bright. Like, it's not a bright color like an actual concealer. But you can use a concealer. Maybe you can use a shade that's not too light, because that can really, I don't know, I feel like when it's too light, it's too much for my liking. I like concealing my brows with a color that is close to my skin tone and a tad bit light towards the end of the brow, because naturally I feel like it gets lighter towards the end of the brow, but at the start of the brow it's more of your skin color or your skin tone. So what I'm doing here is I'm starting off with cleaning up under the brow using the tinted moisturizer that is the same skin tone as the front of my brow. I don't know if I'm making sense. But see, now that I've blended it out, you can hardly see the product, but it's nice and clean. And all I do is I put it just at the beginning of underneath the brow, just at the beginning. That's where I do the skin tone color. All right, class? Yes. Please, I feel like this is much nicer than just slapping one color of concealer across the whole brow. To me, it just makes sense this way. And yeah, I think it's beautiful. And that is me just making sure that everything is nice and cleaned up and neat. And I'm not doing too much. I'm not applying too much product. I'm able to blend as I go, making it look very nice. I mean, you would think I went for procedure? What is it called? Yeah, gosh, I don't know, but it looks like, those brow tinting things that the ladies do. Yeah, so it kind of reminds me of a brow that's just been tinted and shaped. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty easy, guys, straightforward, simple. Just, it does take some time, but I think it's worth it because it ends up looking really nice and more on the natural side, if you ask me. Some brows can really look like obviously shaped, but I feel like mine is giving natural but groomed, if you get what I mean. So with the same tinted moisturizer, I then clean up the top of each brow. Just, precision. I feel like if I'm gonna do like a beat face, like full on makeup, I shape the top. But when I'm just casually doing, like a day-to-day makeup look, sometimes I don't go in at the top of the brow, but it's just an option I have. Sometimes I feel like doing it, sometimes I don't. And even here, I didn't really need to do it because I did clean up my brow using a razor at the top and at the bottom. So it's kind of already shaped, but just to make it pop, you can just also run it around the top of your brow just to make your brows pop. And I feel like they're popping now. Now they are popping. And then this is what I was saying. Now I'm going in with a lighter concealer, the concealer that I used to highlight. So I'm basically highlighting the tail of my brows using that. But I also take a bit of the tinted moisturizer just to mix it together with the lighter or the brighter concealer. I mean, this is just to also do like a nice gradient, so it's not obviously from dark to super light, like it's kind of, I don't know, I just feel like when I mix it, it makes it look even more natural, and it's not an obvious switch from dark to light, if you get what I mean. And just look at that, you guys. I mean, you can't tell me this is not good looking. Like, I feel like it's really nice, and the blending is also so simple, because it's not a lot of product, and then I can just dab with my ring finger or any finger for that matter, and the blending is just effortless and quick. Okay, so yeah, that's all I'm doing here, just to make the tail of my brow look, to come forward and be highlighted. So I just blend and make sure that everything is well blended. I'm using my finger, and while blending I also I blend towards my eyelids, because that's gonna also conceal the eyelid and be the base for eyeshadow, for when you apply your eyeshadow. But also it's not a lot of product, so it just makes everything sit well without any or without too much cracking, basically. So yeah, guys, actually that is the end of the brow part of doing my makeup. So here I'm just showing you, that I'm now doing the rest of my face. I'm not gonna show you guys everything step by step on this one. I just wanna show you how, just a snippet of me doing the rest of my face. But essentially that is how I do my brow. Very simple, few products. You can even use just the mascara without the brow pen if you want, or you can use, instead of a tinted moisturizer, I'm just using it because I hardly use this tinted moisturizer ever since I bought it and wanting to try it. Sometimes I'm lazy to use it because I don't want the pressure of having to wash my face at the end of that day. I actually bought it because I wanted to apply something, like if it's not foundation, then I at least have a tinted moisturizer that I just put on when I go to work, or on days where I'm like, I just want to look awake. I just want to look awake without applying makeup and, you know, doing the whole thing, you know, and I'm just applying it to, I guess, do what a foundation does, but just lightweight and effortless, and then just slap on mascara and do a simpler, straightforward brow and put on some lip gloss, and that would be it. So yeah, now I think I'm almost at the end of doing my makeup. So I'm just applying mascara. I decided to apply my false lashes on this one because yeah, I hardly do that either. Yeah, just because it takes time, guys. When I do makeup, I take forever. I do. And then because I'm slow, I'm just naturally someone that does things on a slower pace. So by the time I'm done with my face, I'm like, oh, should I do the lashes? Should I not? It's always like a back and forth with myself because that might just take me another 15 minutes to finish. And it can just be a drag sometimes. But here I decided, no, let me just, because I miss having false lashes on and just the look of it. I like how lashes complete, you know, a nice full on makeup look. You know, they just add that final touch. And yeah, this is the end of it. With eyeshadow, I didn't go crazy. I just did like a bronzing color on my lids, and that was it. Okay, so there you have it. That's how I do my brows. I hope that was helpful to any of you who are probably trying to learn how to do it. And of course, there's many other tutorials here on YouTube, but obviously I'm just gonna show you, you know, because it's part of me showing you how I do what I do on my face. And yeah, all the products, okay, I'll just link it for you guys. I don't usually link stuff because you can just go to clicks and literally find everything, but I'll link the products that I used just for my brows. And I hope that was very helpful, and see you guys again in my next video. In case you're wondering why I'm wearing a beanie, it was a bit of a chilly day today, and I just thought this look is interesting with a beanie on, and I've had these for some time, so there's growth and everything, but that's just me oversharing. Enjoy the rest of your week, you guys, and I hope to see you again in my next video coming up this coming weekend. Okay, bye.